Hello ladies and gents again. So today I'm just doing a relatively quick tutorial explaining how I go ahead and use my LIPSENSE, my Blushsense and my Shadowsense products. When I first got these products I was a little hesitant to use them because I wasn't very confident using cream products, so a cream eyeshadow and a cream blush. However, after a couple of goes I've absolutely fallen in love with them, and dare I say they will be replacing my powder blush and my powder shadows, which is a really big deal. That's a huge deal. So I just want to show you what colors I've used today. So on my lids, I have used, now where are we? Get organized. I have got Pink Posy in the Shadowsense. This Pink Posy is a very dusty rose kind of pink. In my contour crease I have got Garnet, which is a beautiful chocolate brown, and it does have the slightest little shimmer in it. Okay, that's the one that I've gone ahead and used. Look how beautiful, look at the color pigment. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And then on top of that, once I finish my blending and whatnot, I've actually used Silver Shine. And this is a beautiful, it's actually quite a translucent silvery glittery finish, as you can see there. And it just gives a lovely little touch of just something a little sparkly, and I've got that just here on the actual lid itself. I've then gone ahead and used my own eyeliner and my own mascara, and then on my brow I have used a fabulous little, this is just a little handheld mirror that I use, and basically what I've done is I have used my Shadowsense. Again, I have used that beautiful chocolate brown Garnet, and I've also added Ebony Essence. So the two of these together, I pop them on my little mixing palette, which is a mirror, mix them together, and then I go ahead and then apply them on my brow, and they are the perfect color for me. And I think they would be a really good color for a lot of people, because you could really mix the tone and change the tone and get a beautiful eyebrow for a lot of people. And then here, after that, I'm going ahead and using Blushsense, and I've used the shade Terracotta, and that's coming through the cheekbones here. This is just a very, to me, this is my day-to-day look, so there's no major contouring, no major work. It's just something that I would consider to be a relatively simple, quick look that I think a lot of people could probably copy, actually. And then I have finished off on my lips. Now I've used one coat of Nutmeg. This is a beautiful, it's beautiful bronze. It's a beautiful bronzy color, this Nutmeg. Leaving it to dry, and then 2 coats of Aussie Rose, which is a beautiful rosy pink blush color. Leave those 2 coats to dry, and then finished off with Pink Glitter Gloss. This stuff is stunning. So it's got a beautiful pearlescent pink glitter through a clear glitter base. It's through a clear gloss base. So when it comes over the top of your color, it just gives this beautiful sheen and sparkle without having actual chunks of glitter. It just gives a beautiful sparkle. So if you guys are interested in how I achieve this look, please keep watching. Obviously they take a long time, so I'm going to fast forward the actual application, and I'll just chit chat over the top of it. I hope you guys enjoy. If you'd like any more information on where to purchase any of these products, please send me a message or check out my Facebook page. I will put all the links down the bottom when we're finished. So yeah, all right, thanks guys, enjoy, and let's get to learning. See ya. Okay guys, so starting off obviously with some fabulous makeup brushes. I think makeup brushes are super important. An awesome little palette that I use there. It's just a little handheld mirror. Starting off with Shadowsense, the original colour that I'm using there is Pink Posy. I don't actually like to apply it with the wand that comes with the Pink Posy itself. I like to use a blending brush. As you can see, it goes on very creamy, and then you've got kind of 30 seconds or so to kind of come back to it and then start blending it out, which is what I'm doing. The brush that I'm using there is a Sigma brush, and it's a very fluffy blending brush. I have found that when I'm applying these eyeshadows, that tends to be the easiest one to use. So I tend to use that one, and then I wipe it off, and then I can kind of use it for all other colors as well. So what I'm doing is I'm basically blending that 3/4 up into my eyelid there. And then I'm then going to come in with Garnet. So another Shadowsense in Garnet. It's a beautiful chocolate brown. It has a slight shimmer through it. It's really super pretty. I am using a pencil blending brush there, which is a little domed brush with quite soft bristles. And it's allowing me to get a really good spot. So once I've got the basic area that I want my chocolate in, I now want to go ahead and blend out those harsh lines. So I've swapped over to another buffing brush. This one's super soft. And as you can see, just by really gently concentrating on those lines, it's actually blending it out so there's no harsh line. We really want that so that we can't see that really significant line there. It's not quite the look we're going for. At this stage the product is still quite creamy and still quite movable. After a good couple of minutes, however, it does just dry in situ, so it will not move after this. This is a pencil brush, so it's really nice and little, and I'm just using the Garnet underneath my eye there just to give a really soft line. I don't want a significant black line with this look, I just wanted something a little softer. And it just allows me to give a little bit of definition on the underside of my eye. Okay, now time for my eyebrows. I'm using two colours. One colour is Garnet, the other is Ebony Essence. They are both Shadowsense products. I place a little bit of each onto my little mirror, my little mixing palette mirror. As you can see, one's quite a dark grey charcoal, the other is a chocolate brown. Mixed together with my eyebrow brush, and then I can go ahead and draw myself some eyebrows. I have found that this stuff lasts all day. I don't get any smudging. When I'm hot and sweaty, the product doesn't move. When I put on my sunglasses, it doesn't smudge onto my sunglasses. It just stays all day long. And the same as the eyeshadow, it kind of goes on creamy so that I can then soften it and blend it and kind of blur it out so I don't have these super harsh drawn lines. It's a much softer look. And as you can see, by putting the eyebrows in, it gives me a real defined look. I actually had my eyebrows, I don't have a lot of eyebrow hair. I had them tattooed, a block tattoo about 18 months ago, so they're very faded. However, it still gives me a really good shape to follow, so I'm not too desperate to get them redone. So very gentle application there, a little bit of blending. I prefer mine to be a little softer through the middle and then a little darker on the outside. Quick little tidy up, making sure that the lines are straight. I'm then actually going in with another Shadowsense called Candlelight. Candlelight is a block colour, it's very creamy. I'm popping it on a blending brush there, wiping off the excess, and then I blend it out so that it gives me a beautiful highlight and a real defined line underneath that brow. Candlelight's also really good to use under the eye to brighten the eye area, and also in the corner of the inner eye to brighten the inner eye. It's a really good tone for a lot of people, and it stays really well. It's about 9 AM at the moment. I will have this makeup on with no smudging, no smearing, no creasing, no melting, nothing. It will not move until at least midnight tonight. It's absolutely phenomenal. Okay, next I'm going in with the silver. It's called Silver Shine. And I'm just putting a little bit on a brush, and I'm just gently going over just that lid area, just to give it just a little bit of brightness. I just pat it on, and then in the inner corner of my eye as well. And blend it out. As you can see, the stuff, it just blends so easily. If you've got good brushes, you can apply it really well. I don't suggest trying to do this look with the wands that come in the actual tube itself. It can be a little difficult. Okay, going ahead with my liquid liner. Now this isn't a LIPSENSE one. Sorry, this is not a Senegence liner. This is my own personal one. But I thought I would show you guys how I apply it anyway. And yes, I did go ahead and get a little bit on my upper lid there. I am very much an eyeliner girl. I love to finish off with my liquid liner. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but that's just kind of my thing. I love to have a winged eyeliner to finish my look. Okay, I've gone away and cleaned up my eye. Alright, we're coming in with Blushsense. This colour is Terracotta. It's a very soft, very neutral colour a lot of people could use. As you can see, I'm using the tiniest little amount there, and I'm just rubbing it into the bristles on my brush before I buff it into my cheeks. And it just buffs on so effortlessly. It's just beautiful to use. Again, just squeeze the tiniest little amount on. I pop it on my brush. I rub it in. And away we go. Sorry, I got interrupted by my husband then. Let's try it again. Okay, buff, buff, buff. It's amazing, this stuff. It doesn't kind of wipe off when you're buffing. I was expecting it to kind of move around a lot. It doesn't. It just goes into place and buffs out beautifully. Using a flat kabuki brush there, simply to kind of buff over the entire area to make sure there's no harsh lines. Now the fun part, the LIPSENSE. Okay, so colours I am using is Nutmeg, which is the beautiful bronzy colour that I put my first layer on with. And the other one is Aussie Rose, which is a much pinker colour. Again, we know the tricks. We make sure that our lips are super clean. No traces of any other makeup on your lips when you're applying this product, otherwise it just will not bond to your lip. Okay, remember, this is not a stain, this is bonding at a molecular level to your lip. So we've got one coat of Nutmeg, we're allowing it to dry for about 10 seconds, and then I'm coming in with Aussie Rose. And let's not forget, we are applying it in the same direction every time. We do not want to rub backwards and forwards. If we do that, it will not apply properly. Second coat, nice and dry. Going in with a third one, again with the Aussie Rose. As you can see, it's just giving me a really lovely shade of pink there, and I just love how the bronze just kind of comes through ever so softly underneath. So what I love about this stuff is you can blend so many colours together and create so many beautiful looks. So my third layer there is drying nicely. I'm going to come on with Pink Glitter Gloss. I only just got this one yesterday and I absolutely am in love with it. So it's not a glitter as such as a chunky glitter, it's more of a shimmer. And it has this beautiful iridescent pink shimmer glow through it. It's absolutely stunning, and it gives the most sparkly finish. Now, look at my wand. It's perfectly clean. It's because that colour is not coming off. It's absolutely amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Here's a few pictures of what I look like, some selfies. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if I can help you with any inquiries, please message me. Probably on Facebook is the easiest. I'll pop all my details in the bottom. Have a great one, guys. Bye.